Audio Jungle.
What's going on, players and haters? Just in the middle of collecting some gems because we're gonna open up some packs today. We got the new box out, which is, I don't even know the name, but we're gonna open up some stuff, and I'll give you some opinions on this box in general. A lot of people have been saying that this box is kind of garbage, but we'll see. I always am interested in newer boxes because there's always new fun stuff to play with. Some things that we're going to try to get right now, obviously, this is probably a big one here, is Karma Cut. One of the best back row cards right now. Doesn't destroy. Gets around stuff like the big bad Neos and Neos Fusion and blah, blah, blah. So let's do it. Some other cards that are very interesting. We want to probably get a Trimid Sphinx. Trimid's pretty good deck. I would say it's like pretty, yeah, it's just a pretty good deck, but here's a boss monster out of it. Once we pull some stuff, we'll discuss things. Also, I'm going to be trying to pull the Karakuri card here. I do play Karakuri now and again, but I mean, it's an ultra rare, so why not go for it, right? And then I have some ideas here with Trishula as well. We got the bad one, but there's some ideas maybe with Metaphys, you know. We could probably try to do Metaphys Fusion with this card and then use our field spell that banishes worm monsters and do something with that. I don't know. I mean, this guy here too, Exploder Dragon's not bad either. It's a nice, almost generic level 7 synchro. Needs a dragon monster. There's some union stuff in here, I don't know. And then like one of the main things in this box is going to be Valkyries, so we'll try to pull Valkyries, see how we do. We got like over 3,000 gems today, so let's do it. This is the most gems I've actually ever saved in a box ever. Usually like as soon as I get, usually right when I get gems I spend them right away. I think our first pack is just going to be an ultra rare. Awesome. Well, there we go. First pack, we open up the Valkyrie. I don't know why I think that's so funny. And we got some Pot of Greed stuff. More Karakuri stuff. This is a monster negate card, so target one Karakuri monster you control and one effect monster your opponent controls. Change the battle position of your monster, and if you do, negate the effects of that opponent's monster until the end of this turn. If you control a Karakuri monster or monsters, you can banish this card from your graveyard, then target one face-up monster on the field. Change that monster's battle position, and you can only activate one per turn. Since Karakuri has a lot of searching in its archetype, probably only one of these is probably going to be ideal. A monster negate is pretty nice. I would say Karakuri has an issue going first. It's a very good OTK deck, so having that to negate a monster and kind of slow down your opponent is going to be kind of nice. We got Karakuri Gamma Oil. Activate this card by targeting one Karakuri monster in your graveyard. Special summon it and equip it with this card. Once per turn, if the battle position of a face-up Karakuri monster you control is changed, the equipped monster gains 500 attack and defense, even if this card is no longer equipped, and you can only activate one per turn. This is another nice one, so it's like a monster reborn for your Karakuri. Doesn't have any downside, pretty much. You know, like if you look at some other cards, like I think it's called like Fossil something, you banish that monster after you special summon it. Plus you negate the monster's effects. There's like an equip spell that I can't remember that like is a generic one. So in Karakuri, not really a downside. You get some boosts. Genex Ally Triforce. So you need a Genex tuner and then another tuner, a non-tuner. It's a level 7. So it gains different effects based off the attribute of the non-tuner. So if it's Earth, it's got like a Ancient Gear Wyvern, I think it's called. So your opponent can't activate spells or traps until the end of the damage step. Fire, if it destroys a monster by battle, inflict damage equal to the destroyed monster's attack. So some burn. And then with a light monster, you can select one light monster in your graveyard, special summon it in face down defense position. I don't think there's too many light face down monsters we want to summon. So, I mean, it is what it is. Got a Valkyrie Verte here. So during your main phase, you can excavate the top cards of your deck equal to the number of other Valkyrie monsters you control. And if you do, add one excavated normal spell trap to your hand. Send the rest to the graveyard. Or you can shuffle it back into the deck. When it's destroyed by battle, special summon one Valkyrie monster from your deck. You can only use each effect once per turn. So that's a way to bring out our boss monster, which I should have read, but like we'll read it right now. We got a Lodge's Flame. While you control a Valkyrie monster, monsters your opponent controls with 2,000 or less attack cannot attack. If this card in your possession is destroyed by opponent's card effect, you can special summon one level 5 or higher Valkyrie monster from your hand or deck. So we got some more like special summoning here. We got another potential ultra rare. Pot of Greed. Arcana Force EX, the Dark Ruler. Cannot be normal summoned or set, must be special summoned from your hand by sending 3 monsters you control to the graveyard. And cannot be special summoned by other ways when it's special summoned. Since it's an Arcana monster, you get a coin flip. So with heads, this monster can make a second attack during each battle phase. But if it does so using this effect, change it to defense position at the end of the battle phase. Its battle position cannot be changed until the end of your next turn. So it's going to sit in defense for like about 2 turns after you do that. But doing 8,000 damage might be kind of handy. And then Tails, which is interesting. If it's destroyed, destroy all cards in the field. So you get like a Black Rose effect. So good luck destroying that big. It's 4,000 attack too, which is kind of like insane. So it's got 4,000 defense. It's a pretty big boy. We got Valkyrie Funfoot. Valkyrie monsters you control gain 200 attack for each of your opponent's banished monsters. If you control a Valkyrie monster other than this one, you can send a spell trap card from your deck to the graveyard. Interesting. So it's got a Foolish Burial effect on top of it. There's some interesting things you can do with that. And then you can only use this effect once per turn. Got Triamid Hunter. Yeah. Alright, on to the next one. We've got Fortress, Pot of Greed. That's another reprint. Another one of those. Chariot. Once per turn, you can either target one fairy type monster you control, equip this card to that target, or unequip and special summon it. If the equipped monster would be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can destroy this card instead. When the equipped monster declares an attack, you can have it gain 500 attack. The attack gain remains even if this card leaves the field. Now, what's interesting about this one here is it doesn't say until the end of the turn, so I'm wondering if you just continuously get 500 attack. That's what it's worded like, but who knows? Sometimes I can't read. Alright, and then we got Watt Giraffe, Final Light. Pay in multiples of 1,000, then target one Valkyrie monster in your graveyard with a different name for every 1,000 life points paid. Special summon them. Then your opponent can special summon monsters with 2,000 or less attack from their graveyard, up to the number of monsters you special summoned. Huh. So, there's a new card out that's called Star Blast that people have been getting pretty pissy about, where you're locking your opponents down with access denied and the Ojama overflow. This kind of does it. I was going to make a video on Star Blast, so maybe I still will, on just like my opinions of it. But that's the first 10 packs there. We pulled pretty nice. So let's read our Valkyrie Brunhilde here. Unaffected by spell effects, by your opponent's spell effects. Gains 500 attack for each monster your opponent controls, so it can gain 1,500 max, making it 3,300. When your opponent's monster declares an attack, you can have this card lose exactly 1,000 defense, and if you do, your Valkyrie monsters cannot be destroyed by battle this turn. So you get two, you get like 2 protections out of this guy. That's pretty nice. Alright. Let's kind of move along here. Alrighty. Let's see. Great Bill, Squirrel, Cobra. We're going to skip some of the stuff that I'm whatever about. Oh yeah, there's Trickstar in here, which is interesting. You got, so we got Trickstar Bouquet. It's a quick play spell. Target one Trickstar monster you control and return, and one face-up monster in the field. Return that Trickstar monster to the hand, and if you do, the other monster gains attack equal to the original attack of the return monster until the end of this turn. So it's kind of like Karkari Sand in a way, where you can like, except with Karkari like Sand, I think it's called. It's like Gold Sand or whatever. Gold Dust, I believe. That one, you change the battle position of a Karkari that's an attack, and then you gain that attack. So, I don't know, maybe there's something there. We got another Karibo lying to us. We got Trickstar Magical Laurel. Activate this card by targeting one Trickstar monster in your graveyard, special summon and equip it. When this card leaves the field, destroy that monster once per turn. When the equipped monster inflicts battle or effect damage to your opponent, you can special summon one Trickstar monster from your hand. You can only activate one per turn. Got Watt Pheasant. Watt will be something I'm going to look at after too. I like the weird little sub-archetypes in decks or in the boxes. We got Pegasus Wing. If you have a Union monster in your graveyard, target any number of Valkyrie monsters you control. Those monsters can attack directly this turn, but if they do so using this effect, their battle damage inflicted to your opponent is halved. Probably like a closeout card if your opponent's really low. Another Final Light. Got the Karkari Castle thing. We had the eyeballs. We got Valkyrie Shesh Sexy. If this card is special summoned, you can special summon one Valkyrie monster from your deck except Valkyrie Sexy. During your main phase, you can send the top two cards of your opponent's deck to the graveyard. You can only use each effect once per turn. That's kind of a cool card. You can like kind of swarm the field, because like one Valkyrie will turn into three potentially. We got Fortune Chariot. It's a union. Once per turn, you can target a fairy monster you control, equip it, or special summon union stuff. If the equipped monster would be destroyed, destroy this instead. The equipped monster can attack directly, but for only half damage. We got Urda. You can only control one of these. If it's special summoned by a Valkyrie, all face-up monster your opponent controls lose 1,000. So it's kind of like 3,000 attack. Any card destroyed by battle or card effect that would be sent to your opponent's graveyard is banished instead. Wow. So you got like a Macrocosmos effect on this. This might be like, this card might actually be pretty good. I think it's a pretty good rare. Banishing your opponent's crap from the graveyard is like pretty powerful. Alright, on to the next one. Some more Tri-Mid. I didn't realize there was like a lot of like Tri-Mid stuff. If all monsters you control are Valkyrie, target one attack position Valkyrie monster you control and one face-up monster your opponent controls. Change your monster to defense. And if you do, banish your opponent's monster. You cannot special summon monsters the turn you activate this card except Valkyrie. You can only activate one per turn. Another Lodge's Flame. So we got like a banish effect. Another Embrace. Come on, let's get some good pulls. Come on, Karibo, why do you lie to me? I hate when the Karibos lie. We've got another couple of reprints stuff we already got. We got Zewaiti. This card is summoned. You can target one monster your opponent controls, destroy it. Not bad already. After damage calculation, if this card battle, you can target one continuous spell in your graveyard, add it to your hand. Verte. During your main phase, you can... Oh, wait. We already did this one. I think so. Something like that. If it's destroyed, you can summon a Valkyrie. Gamma Oil again. We got something. Nova Summoner. If this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon one light fairy type monster with 1500 or less attack from your deck. If Sanctuary in the Sky is face up on the field, you can special summon one Air Knight Parshath. Okay, and then what's the... Oh, this is a card trader card. I'm pretty sure that'll be like decent with Valkyries. So that last one. Alright. We got... Oh shoot, we just skipped a Trickstar. Got another pool here. There's our Sphinx. Alright, which I should probably read also. We got Driddy. This card is normal special summon. You can add one Valkyrie card from your deck to your hand, except this one. Gains 200 attack for each of your opponent's banished monsters. It's not great, but it's not bad either. Got another Verte. We're trying to pull... There we go. There's our Karkuri. Probably only need one because it is searchable. Karkuri is a very searchable deck. Trickstar Lilybell. This card is added to your hand except by drawing it. You can special summon it. You can only use this effect once per turn. Can attack directly when it inflicts battle damage. You can target one Trickstar monster in your graveyard, add it to your hand. I know it. I believe in the TCG, Trickstar is like a archetype that you just kind of like splash in. So here's the one that we skipped over. This is Narcissist, not Narcissist. So if your opponent takes effect damage, you can special summon this card from your hand. Once per turn, blah blah blah. Each time your opponent activates a monster affecting their hand or graveyard, burn for 200. I'm guessing Trickstar might be something where you play with like shadow games. That's an idea. So we got, we'll talk about these guys. We got Karkuri Bones, Kunzaman. So Karkuris, they have to attack when they're in attack position each turn, no matter what. If it's targeted for an attack, change its battle position. That's another just a generic Karkuri effect. If it's in your hand, you can target one Karkuri monster you control, change its battle position. If you do, special summon this card as a tuner. Also, you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck for the rest of the turn except Earth Machines. And you can only use this effect once per turn. If it only just said machines, then I would be totally in love with that card, because then you could probably make an easy Corian Gandrix. So we got Trimid Sphinx. Cannot be normal summon or set, except can only be special summoned by a Trimid card, and that's it. Face up Trimid card you control except this one is destroyed by battle or card effect. You can special summon this card from your hand. While you control another Trimid card, it gains 500 attack and defense for each field spell card with a different name in your graveyard. Also, monsters your opponent controls cannot attack except this one. This is a big wall. And that just like kind of pops out like a Desperado Dragon. Alright. We got like another 20 packs to go, about 21. And we got our Trishula. Alright, does the rest really matter? I guess we just want a Karma Cut. Let's try to get that Karma Cut. Apple of Enlightenment. Target cards in your opponent's graveyard up to the number of Valkyrie monsters you control, banish them. If the set card leaves the field by your opponent, you can draw cards equal to the number of Valkyrie monsters you control +1. Probably going to be a really good card. Banishing stuff out of your opponent's graveyard is pretty powerful. There's a lot of decks that rely on the graveyard now, thanks to Lightsworn Shiranui. Alright, just another bunch of crap we already have. Alright. I think a good time to reset this box is going to be after Karma Cut. We just want to pull the Karma Cut and then we're going to reset it. Come on, let's go Karma Cut. I already own like most Trimid stuff, so we're gonna play with that since we got our big boss monster now. Trimid's another archetype that can search for stuff. There's Karma Cut, so pretty much we're done here. Yeah. Alright. We're just kind of... we got Scrapyard, which is like nice. I don't own... I only own 2 scrap field spells, so I don't play scraps. Otherwise I probably would, because there's some trolly stuff you can do with scraps. Alright. And then we're going to reset the box, and maybe we'll pull some gas again in 3 packs. Other than that, like, hopefully you enjoyed this pack opening. That's pretty nutty. We opened up the nuts in like the first pack. A lot of generic things here, and that's it. Overall, like, we got a really good pack opening. I got like everything I wanted. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next one with some like deck stuff. All right, later.